Looking to have a really productive day today, so we're going to start off with a nice breakfast. Going to have actually myself some oatmeal this morning. Going to switch it up today and have some of my True Gains oatmeal for breakfast. This is high protein oatmeal. I'll show you guys this real quick. Check this out in the back. You got 120 calories, 2 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of protein. It's really good. Now cooking this is actually pretty easy. All you do is mix 4 ounces of water in there, and then mix it up really good with a spoon, and then you just put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Now I'm just going to add a little banana to my oatmeal in the morning, give it a little more taste. Oh yeah, look at that.
That does look good. I'm not even going to lie.
It smells good, right? It's apple cinnamon. If you guys
I love oatmeal so much.
Yeah, we do eat a lot of oatmeal. If you guys haven't checked out this line yet, I'll put a link down in the info section below for you to check it out. But it's really healthy, high protein stuff. It's great.
You know, I didn't even think about it, babe. I should put it on my pancakes because I don't want carbs. I keep putting the regular one. Then my pancakes are going to be almost purely protein.
So this might seem kind of random to you guys, but I kind of wanted to toss this in here. I just got back from the Toyota dealership. I have a Scion XB, if you guys haven't seen it before. Yeah, it's pretty loud. It has a lot of logos and stuff on it. But anyways, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I actually got a letter in the mail saying that my car had a recall, okay? Saying that there was a glitch with the buttons for the windows, and if that assembly didn't have the right amount of grease, it could cause a fire. And so they're talking about this assembly right here, okay, where all the power switches are. And, you know, I think that like the young me would have got that letter in the mail and been like, nah, whatever, it's not going to happen to me. But for those of you who don't know, when I was in college, my stepfather had a Ford F-150, and there was a recall on that truck, which we didn't know about. They had sent a letter, but it didn't go to us for some reason. And it was with a cruise control mechanism, kind of the same thing, where there was a possibility that it could overheat and cause a fire. And it actually happened to do that, and it burned my house down when I was in college. So, very real scenario here. And that house, the car was actually parked in the driveway, and it caught the house and then took it out. It was a modular home, which is kind of like an advanced mobile home, I guess you could say. Took it right out, destroyed the house, and I park this car in the garage. And so obviously, if there was a fire, it could be really devastating. And with my bedroom being on the second floor, you know, possibility that we could die if we don't get out of the house quick enough. But just wanted to say to you guys, like, take this stuff seriously, because you never know what could happen. And it did happen to my family and I. It's a pretty serious thing, so make sure you get it checked out. And I mean, Fords are Fords. I haven't got any recalls for the Camaro yet, because Camaros are way cooler than Mustangs. You guys obviously know that. But anyways, it's time to head to the gym. Seems like forever since I've seen this place. It's been about a solid week since I've gone to the gym and done a lift. And as much as I want to do my pull workout today, I think what I'm going to have to do is ease into it, a little bit of everything, get the blood flowing, see how my body reacts, and then gauge how hard I can go the following day. So, still going to push myself today, obviously. I think you should never go to the gym and just wing it. But today, feeling out the body, see how I feel with the workout, and then hopefully, you know, by the end of this week, be 100% back on track. I'm going to toss in one scoop of my aminos. So it's about 15 grams that I put in. I like to drink it either during my workout or after, but to be honest, I like drinking it during. That way I get a lot of water in my system, and then I just refill the cup with water, and I'm good to go. And I at least pound 2 bottles of water while I'm lifting. Starting off this workout with an incline chest press. Gonna do a little warm-up set first, leaving my sweatshirt on for the first couple sets I'm doing here. Probably gonna do 2 warm-up sets of a quick 5 to 10 repetitions just to get the blood flowing. And now for this workout, I've actually decided that I was going to do, like I said, a little bit of everything. So I'm going to try to hit every body part, 2 sets of 10 repetitions, and literally just try to clear my mind and just push myself through the entire workout. Wake up my entire body and just get done what has to get done, because that's the only way it's going to work. Like, I have to reinflate my whole body, one exercise at a time.
And learn how to breathe through your nose again.
Yeah, I can now, actually. Couldn't breathe through my nose last week. As soon as I finished the chest, I decided to do some squats. Again, I'm going to be doing 2 sets of 10 repetitions, but I'm still doing a warm-up set first. I haven't squatted in about a week, so 135, really focusing on keeping that core nice and tight, all the way down, all the way up, adjusting my feet if I have to. And what I think is really cool about doing the squat after the chest press is I'm really forcing blood throughout my body. I just did 2 sets of 10 on the bench, so I had all that blood in my upper body. Now I'm going over to the squat rack, forcing that blood down to my lower body. And, you know, if you haven't worked out for a while, it is possible to get a little lightheaded, sending the blood up and down like that, but you should be okay. And as you guys can see, even with the 2 sets of 10, just working with 225, focusing strictly on form and crushing it. You know, mentally, not there, but you gotta tell yourself in the mirror, when's it gonna be there? Just gonna make it happen. That's kind of what I'm doing now. Just like not feeling it, but making myself feel it, so I get into the groove quicker. Next up is the overhead press. And I gotta say, you know, one really cool thing about being out for a week and losing almost 10 pounds of water weight, you come back to the gym looking pretty shredded. Yeah, maybe you're not as big as you were, maybe you look a little smaller, feel a little deflated, but, you know, as you guys can see from this angle right here, I'm not doing, you know, any injustices in the shred department. Next up is an alternating dumbbell curl. Same thing with this exercise, guys. I'm really trying to just isolate and wake up all my body parts. And as you can see with my dumbbell curls, I mean, this is how I do my curls normally when I'm using my regular weight, which is like usually 45 or 50, maybe 55 if I'm doing 6 to 8 reps. But I'm keeping those elbows in front of my hips, and I'm going all the way up and all the way down. Now, a lot of people say, and actually this is a really good thing to bring up, a lot of people talk about the range of motion of exercises. And so, you know, they say, well, there's no point in going all the way to the top of a dumbbell curl because there's no tension on your bicep. Now, if you really think about it and you think about the exercise, what happens if you go all the way up? You then have to control that dumbbell all the way down, and you break down the most amount of muscle tissue in the negative. So by doing the full range of motion, you're increasing the amount of time you're spending in that negative. So if you really think about it, yeah, maybe there's not a lot of tension at the top of that movement, but you're increasing the negative, which is a good thing. Now you guys saw I did some leg extensions. Now I'm switching back to upper body, doing some lat pull downs and doing my arms isolated. So this is a great way to switch things up, especially if all you do is the straight bar pull down. And, you know, for some reason today, my body was just craving traps. Like, I just wanted to hit traps wicked hard today, and I wasn't happy or satisfied with the workout until I came over here and I did some upright rows. I don't know, maybe it's like looking in the mirror and, you know, naturally having small traps to begin with. I just mentally was like, I need to inflate that. Let me go get some blood in that area. And it actually felt really good. Probably my favorite part of the workout today was hitting traps. Next up is the leg curl. Again, really strict form, isolating those hamstrings and really focusing on getting that full contraction at the bottom. It's even a good idea to do a nice squeeze at the bottom of this movement too. Next exercise. So this was actually something that Eric had me do, Eric from Anabolic Aliens, and he learned it from hanging out with Maddie Four, so a couple weekends ago. I'm going to call it the triple threat push down. And so what you do is 10 repetitions at a wide angle like I just was. Then you come in a little further and you do 10 repetitions. And then you go all the way close to the machine and do another 10 repetitions. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool way to switch up the tricep push down instead of doing the same boring thing. And it was funny because what you notice is when you're really far away, so the first 10 reps that I did, you feel the majority of the exercise like in the bottom of your tricep, like in the bottom of your medial head. And then as you get closer and closer, you start to feel like the entire tricep working. So it's interesting. If you haven't tried it before, definitely give it a shot. Shout out to Maddie Fuarso for showing this to Eric and then showing it to me. Next up is the deep crunch, except that we're doing an advanced version. And we're doing 10 reps per side, so a total of 20 reps for 2 sets. And as you can see, I'm holding the dumbbell over my core all the way down, all the way up. And it's really important to mention here, and when you do any sort of ab exercise, that you need to almost treat your core like an accordion. It's not a matter of just going up and down. You really want to feel your core crunching and then expanding on the way down, and as you come up, crunching in the middle. If you just go up and down, I mean, you're going to hit just basically a lot of lower back. On any ab exercise, really focus on like letting your lower back hit the ground first, and then have the path go from your lower back all the way up to your shoulders. So keep that in mind even when doing an exercise like this. And then to finish things off, decided to go to the leg press and do a calf press. 2 sets of 20 repetitions actually. Whenever I do my calves, I like to bump the repetitions up, and I really focus on that extension, and I focus on the hold at the top. Looking at this video footage right here, I feel like my legs really suffered from being sick. I mean, I naturally don't have huge calves or anything like that, but the last time I checked, they were a little bigger than that, so I've got some work to do. But you guys can see I'm not using a lot of weight here. I'm just really focusing. You can see all the muscles contracting. That was a good workout. I'm gonna get back to my front row parking. Now I knew going into this workout that obviously I wasn't gonna be lifting a ton of weight, but I just took that mental note and I kept it on the side, because it's all about getting in the gym, getting it done, pushing through what you have to go through. And now, after doing this workout, first time working out in about a week, I can already feel like certain things start to come back together. Like I already have a better appetite right now than I did for even the entire day. Like my appetite was like so. Now I'm like hungry, I'm craving food, I'm craving my post-workout shake, I'm craving my post-workout meal. So, you know, a lot of the times when you're sick or away from the gym and you kind of feel this way, you just get stuck in a rut. But the only way you're ever gonna get out of a rut is if you just push yourself out. So if you feel the same way, just get to the gym, get it done, you'll feel much better.